Dear students, this video is actually given to you regarding the Cognizant GenC campus hiring 2022. ஸோ இப்போது காக்னிசன்ட் ஜென்சிக்கு யாரெல்லாம் ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்களோ இந்த வீடியோஸில் இருக்கிற கண்டென்ட்டை வந்து கொஞ்சம் நல்லா லிசன் பண்ணுங்கள். Some important information to the Cognizant GenC registered candidates. So GenC assessment is scheduled on September 4, 2021 between 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. In the duration of the GenC assessment is 100 minutes in the time slot of 3 hours. அதாவது இப்போ உங்களுக்கு 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. உங்கள் ஸ்லாட் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. அந்த ஸ்லாட்டில் வந்துட்டு you have to take the assessment for 100 minutes. So regarding this GenC assessment, all registered students have received the email from Superset platform. The mail ID is notifications@email.joinsuperset.com. இந்த மெயில் ஐடியிலிருந்து ஜென்சி ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ண எல்லாத்துக்குமே வந்து இப்போ மெயில் வந்திருக்கும். ஸோ யூ செக் யுவர் இன்பாக்ஸ் அண்ட் என்ஷூர் தட் whether all registered students got email for tomorrow's assessment. This GenC online assessment can be taken only through a safe exam browser. Okay, so before you are going to take the final assessment of GenC, the Cognizant is recommending all candidates to complete the system check, the safe exam browser installation, and any other related configurations well in advance before the assessment. ஸோ இப்போ நீங்கள் நாளைக்கு 2 to 5 அசஸ்மெண்ட் எடுக்க போகிறீங்கன்னா வெல் இன் அட்வான்ஸ், மேபி பை டுடே ஆர் டுமாரோ மார்னிங். ஸோ யூ செக் யுவர் சிஸ்டம் செக், எஸ்சிபி இன்ஸ்டாலேஷன், வேறு எதுவும் கான்ஃபிகரேஷன்ஸ் எதுவும் இஷ்யூ இருக்கா அப்படிங்கிறத தரவாக செக் பண்ணிடுங்க பிஃபோர் த அசஸ்மெண்ட். பிகாஸ் லாஸ்ட் மினிட்ல எதுவும் நீங்கள் பேனிக் ஆக வேணாம். அதனால பிஃபோர் த அசஸ்மெண்ட் யூ செக் ஆல் தோஸ் திங்ஸ். Some very important points for all the candidates who are going to take the GenC assessment. Only one attempt is available for the candidate regarding the GenC assessment. So the candidates are requested to take the assessment through a desktop or a laptop equipped with a working web camera. Your web camera should be in working condition. Since this particular online assessment is artificial intelligence proctor test, the webcam is playing the vital role, so that you check your working condition of the webcam. That's mandatory. And second one, if you are using a laptop, the laptop is fully charged. Okay, so your laptop should not have any battery problem. You check your battery is fully charged. If you are using desktop, you have to ensure that the desktop is powered throughout the assessment duration. Like uninterrupted power supply இருக்கிற மாதிரி வந்து UPS இருக்கிற மாதிரி கொஞ்சம் ஃபைனலைஸ் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஓகே, ஆல்சோ வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் திங், uninterrupted internet connection. Your internet connection is mandatory. So there should not be any disturbance in your internet working during the assessment. After checking webcam, laptop or desktop or internet connection, please install this SCB, that is the browser which is needed for this GenC assessment, and perform all the system check in advance. So then, while taking up the online test, very important point, you are advised not to move out of the test screen. Test screen இருந்து உங்களோட நீங்க வந்துட்டு வெளியில எதுவும் வெளியில போக கூடாது. It means do not open any other tabs or any other applications like Notepad, Excel or web browser like Google. சில பேர் வந்துட்டு கூகுள் ஏதாச்சும் ரெஃபர் பண்ணலான்னு நீங்க வேற tab போனீங்க அப்படின்னா the test will be locked permanently. It's like that if you're using some calculator or Excel in your system, then your test will be locked permanently. Okay, so throughout the test, you should not move out of the test screen. And the test screen or tab lay irunga, okay, until you will complete the test. This is very important instruction. Then what are the do's and don'ts we are going to discuss during the GenC assessment? First, do's. The camera should be positioned to cover your face and upper body during the assessment. நீங்க வெப்கேம் வச்சிருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னா உங்களோட ஃபேஸ் வந்து அந்த வெப்கேம்ல கிளியரா கவர் ஆகணும். அதே மாதிரி உங்களோட அப்பர் பாடி டியூரிங் த அசஸ்மெண்ட் கிளியரா உங்க கேமரால வந்து கவர் ஆகணும். லைக் தட் யூ ஷுட் பொசிஷன் யுவர் கேமரா அண்ட் தென் you take up the assessment in a very quiet and very neat environment. Okay, so how to take up the assessment from a quiet place. At the same time, you adjust your indoor lighting and camera angle to make your face clearly visible at all the times. எப்பெல்லாம் வந்து வெப்கேம் வந்து உங்களை வந்து கேப்சர் பண்ணுதோ உங்களோட ஃபேஸ் வந்து கிளியரா இருக்கணும். லைக் தட் யூ அட்ஜஸ்ட் த இன்டோர் லைட்டிங். ஓகே, ஸோ during the online assessment of GenC, background la vandu please avoid the photos, pictures or some decorations, curtains and maila edum venda. Or plain background la irundhu you just take the test. Suppose in case in between the test due to some internet failure or electricity failure your test may stop or the test may halt. அப்ப நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம்னா don't get panic. You will be able to resume your assessment from the same point where you have stopped. நீங்க எந்த இடத்துல உங்களுக்கு டெஸ்ட் வந்து இன்டரப்ட் ஆச்சோ அந்த இடத்துல இருந்தே வந்து நீங்க வந்துட்டு டெஸ்ட் வந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாம் without losing any time. ஓகே, அதனால இப்போ பவர் ஃபெயிலியர் ஆர் இன்டர்நெட் கனெக்ஷன்னால உங்களுக்கு டெஸ்ட் வந்து டிஸ்டர்ப் ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னா யூ வெயிட் ஃபார் 5 மினிட்ஸ் வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க. Again, you just log in using the same credentials, whatever you received. Then you just click a button called Resume Incomplete Test. So then there are a lot of names are displayed. You have to select your name and continue attempting the test. So Resume Incomplete Test கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா அதில் நிறைய நேம்ஸ் வரும். அதில் உங்கள் நேம் கரெக்டாக எங்கே இருக்குன்னு சூஸ் பண்ணி you just continue the attempting test. This is the facility given by AMCAT because the tomorrow's GenC assessment is going to be conducted by AMCAT, that is Aspiring Minds assessment. So they are giving this provision, so don't get panic. Okay, but once you log in into the test, you have to finish the test within 100 minutes. 100 minutes kulla neenga complete பண்ணிரணும். Once login பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா 100 minutes kulla you have to complete the test. Then what are the things you don't do? Don'ts. So do not try to click print screen or try to copy the content of the test while assessment is in progress. Assessment போயிட்டு இருக்கிறப்போ print screenோ இல்ல copy contentோ பண்ணாதீங்க. That is strictly prohibited. Then do not cover the webcam at any point. Webcamல வந்து உங்க ஃபேஸ் வந்து throughout the test வந்து கவர் ஆயிட்டே இருக்கணும். வேற எந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டும் உங்களோட வெப்கேம்ல வந்து வரக்கூடாது. லைக் தட் யூ என்ஷூர். அண்ட் தேர்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் டோன்ட்ஸ் இஸ் do not have anyone else present in the room apart from yourself. In which room you are taking the test, for the entire 100 minutes test you ensure you will be only the person available in that particular room. அந்த மாதிரி வந்து நீங்க வந்து அஸ்யூம் பண்ணிக்கங்க. If any other person is detected during the web camera, உங்களோட அசஸ்மெண்ட் அப்போ வேற யாரோ ஒரு ஃபேஸ் வந்து வெப் கேமரால டிடெக்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னா யூ வில் ஃபேஸ் டிஸ்குவாலிஃபிகேஷன். இட்ஸ் a kind of malpractice. And fourth don't is Do not use any other electronic device such as mobile phone, headset, earphones, earpods, calculators, recording device, and the throughout the assessment, you don't use it. That is the very important points regarding the don'ts. Cognizant is having zero tolerance for malpractice. Suppose if you are doing opening some other tabs or any other third person is coming into the web camera, this is a kind of malpractice. So this malpractice cannot be acceptable by Cognizant. It is very important thing. So this malpractice can be assessed by a robust artificial intelligence mechanism. This artificial intelligence mechanism is tracking the malpractice. If any candidate is found to unfair இருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னு உங்களோட intelligence system கண்டுபிடிச்சிச்சுன்னா you will be disqualified without any notice. Without any notice, you will be disqualified. So again, they are insisting Cognizant has a zero tolerance policy for malpractice. So disqualification can be done at any stage. In the stage வேணாலும் disqualification இருக்கலாம். And that is the decision will be taken by the Cognizant team. You have to obey that if you are involving in any kind of malpractice. So zero tolerance for malpractice. Suppose if you want to troubleshoot your machine, what are the various resources? So here there are some links are given for Windows device as well as Mac device. By means of that particular link, you can familiarize yourself with your secure browser, that is SEB, and the assessment procedures. இந்த லிங்க்ல இருக்கிற exe ஃபைலை கொஞ்சம் டவுன்லோட் பண்ணி உங்களோட சிஸ்டம்ல அந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர் இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணி நீங்க செக் பண்ணி பார்த்துக்கலாம். So there are two separate links. One is the Windows device and another one is the Mac device. That is a very important thing. During the assessment, at several instances, you will be prompted to allow access to your webcam. ஒரு n times உங்களோட சிஸ்டம் உங்களுக்கு நோட்டிஃபிகேஷன் கொடுக்கும். You will be prompted to allow the access to your webcam. எப்பெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு அலோ கேக்குதோ, you just give the grant permission. அலோ கொடுத்துருங்க. அலோ கொடுக்கல அப்படின்னா webcam direct ஆகாம போயிடலாம். சரிங்களா? So you just ensure that. இதே மாதிரி if you are taking the test in Windows 8 platform, you be ensure that all the pop-up and modifications can be disabled. Windows 8 there may be some problems with pop-up, அதனால அதெல்லாம் disable பண்ணிருங்க. Not only for Windows 8, even you are using Windows 7 or some other operating system, if any pop-up menus are coming, you just try to, before starting the test, you just try to disable all the pop-ups. And the environment should be good lighting with quiet area. The minimum internet speed, at least you should have 2 Mbps speed is recommended to ensure the seamless data connectivity. Already we have insisted, don't depending on the mobile phone. So have some broadband, some Wi-Fi connection. Based on that, you should be able to get the good internet connection. Then what are the system requirements? So you should have the webcam connected to your system, and the webcam should be operational. That is the preliminary requirement. Then operating system is you can use either Windows 10 or Windows 8 or Windows 7. But Windows 10s is not a compatible operating system. Windows 10s is not a compatible operating system. So if you want to use Mac OS, you can use Mac OS, but Linux is not supported for taking the GenC assessment. So then the device memory space, you just finalize or you decide based on your hardware. So Windows அப்படினா your main memory is 2 GB RAM, Mac அப்படினாலும் 2 GB RAM. So minimum 2 GB RAM இருக்கிற மாதிரி device நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணணும். Then hard disk space Windows அப்படினா 200 MB of free hard disk space. 200 MB free இருந்தா போதும். But it is a minimum, okay? அதே மாதிரி Mac OS யூஸ் பண்ணாலும் 200 MB it's a free, okay? And browser, you can use either Mozilla or Firefox, Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome, but version is 50.0 and above. The latest browser of Chrome and Mozilla Firefox can be supported during the GenC assessment. So already I mentioned the minimum internet speed is 2 Mbps, and there is one chat support link is given for any quick support during the assessment. During the assessment, if you're facing any issue, you can use this chat support link. At the same time, after giving the chat, you can confirm with us through the WhatsApp official group. Okay, so this is for regarding the, if any issue, you can chat with this particular link. So by this time, the mails have been dispatched to all the eligible candidates for 4th September. Hope every one of you received mail. So check your personal email. Whatever the email ID you have given in your superset registration, you check your email. You have to check in both junk and spam mail folders for getting the link. So ensure that every one of you get the link from the superset portal for your GenC assessment. Suppose in case, even after checking inbox or spam or whatever it may be, okay, if you don't receive any mail, then all the candidates are informed to raise the ticket in the superset platform. The link is available in this slide. So in that superset platform, you raise the ticket using the below link. For example, you just click the link, assessment, did not receive email for assessment, and contact support. இந்த ஆப்ஷன் சூஸ் பண்ணி நீங்க வந்து உங்க சூப்பர் செட் போர்ட்டல்ல உங்களோட இஷ்யூஸ் வந்து கொஞ்சம் ரைஸ் பண்ணுங்க. இஃப் யூ ஆர் நாட் ரிசீவிங் த மெயில், ஓகே. So before you are going to appear for a Cognizant interview, every one of you who are attending the GenC assessment tomorrow, you try to clear the level 1 assessment, because once you clear the level 1 assessment of Cognizant, then getting enter into the Cognizant is very easy, because your confidence level may be getting improved. Definitely you will perform well during the interview process. So that round 1 clearance is playing a vital role. So after appearing for round 1 with full of confidence, assume all eligible students will clear the round 1. Then the next step, you visit www.cognizant.com for knowing about the company, what are the recent projects they are doing, what are the recent activities they are doing, who are all the clients, etc. So all information can be explored by using the website cognizant.com. So try to clear the first round. Once you clear the first round, definitely you will be entered into the office of Cognizant, which is shown in one of the sample figure. So in this particular office, you can able to enter with full of confidence, okay, after completion of your degree program. So with this, I wish you all the very best for all GenC registered students. Do well about your test, and keep up the time management and focus all the sections in the equal fashion. I hope there is no negative marking in the GenC assessment, so you can try with all the questions. Within that 100 minutes of time, you can attend all the questions. So once again, all the very best students for your tomorrow's assessment. So thank you for watching this video. In the next video, maybe by tomorrow morning, I will be sharing the test patterns, like AMCAT test pattern, how many points, how many logical, how many verbal, and what about your coding assessment, everything I will discuss. But after watching this video, you just focus your quantitative, logical reasoning, verbal, and in code debugging through AutomateFX. So you can search AutomateFX in internet. You will be getting a lot of samples for Cognizant. You can practice with that. Also, you refer the SkillRack platform for taking up the mock test towards the Cognizant. Okay. So if you do this practice, definitely there is a 100% probability to clear the aptitude round or first round of GenC assessment, because practice makes man perfect. So all the candidates are requested to practice well and get ready for the GenC assessment tomorrow. Thank you.
Can anybody out there hear me?